Hey guys, it's Joe D, and today I want to talk to you about beard balm. That's right guys, you heard right, I said beard balm. Now I know that you purists out there are really into your beard oil, and I agree, beard oil is fantastic. But the problem is, the longer that our beards get, the more unruly they can become. Now this can depend on how curly your beard is or how coarse the hair of your face is, but that's not what we're addressing today. The fact is that the longer our beards get, the more coercion they need to stay in place. So if not beard oil, why beard balm? Now we know what beard oil does. It nourishes our beard, it helps our beards retain a little bit of water, which gives us a conditioning effect. But unlike beard oil or beard butter for that matter, beard balm has beeswax in it, and beeswax is the key to hold. Now, because of the raised social popularity of beards that's going on right now, there is a myriad of manly mane manufacturers out there, so a decent beard balm is readily accessible, but why not make your own? To make your own beard balm, all you are going to need is 2 tablespoons of coconut oil, 2 tablespoons of sweet almond oil, 4 ounces or 8 tablespoons of shea butter, essential oils of your choice, and 1 ounce of beeswax. Now, because of the miracle that is the internet, all of this stuff is super easy to find, but do a little research because you might be able to find some of this stuff locally. This beeswax, for instance, I bought at a local bee farm. Now that we have everything together, it's important that we get it in one vessel though, because after all, we are going to be melting this. Now, melting implies the application of heat, so we have to choose a heat source. Now, we could go with a microwave, but I worry it's a little bit inconsistent for what we're doing, and we definitely don't want to just throw it in a pot and put it on the stove. Why? I'm glad you asked. These are oil molecules. Well, not really, they're actually balloons that I stole from work, but they will work as a visual aid. When you apply heat to these molecules, the bonds that hold the atoms together suddenly break, and then everything's just kind of floating around, and this binds with this, and that binds with this, and that binds with this, and before you know it, you've created hydroperoxides and aldehydes and acids, free radicals. Your beard does not like this stuff. Your body does not like this stuff. So the perfect tool for the job is something that can offer us relatively low and unintrusive heat, like a makeshift double boiler, which is basically just a bottom chamber, which will be this pot with just enough water in it to create steam when heat is applied, say an inch or so, and a top chamber, which we are going to put all of our oils in, including our beeswax, with the exception of essential oils. We're going to save those for last. So go ahead and put all of your ingredients in this top chamber, again, with the exception of the essential oils. So now that you have everything that you need inside of your top chamber, all there is to do now is meet the heat. Medium heat, to be exact. Now, what are we looking for? We're looking for everything here to melt completely, and the moment that it does, take it off of the heat, add your essential oils, and then walk away. Just let it sit and walk away until it is solid enough to just be able to flip it upside down without it going everywhere. Now, how long does that take? In a room temperature environment, it can take 1 to 2 hours, but in some unseasonably cool weather in Michigan, it takes about 10 minutes or so. Now, the moment that this all melted down and you added your essential oils to it, you could have put it in whatever container you wanted to. It would have worked fine. It would have given you a very stiff beard balm, but I like something a bit softer. So right now, at this consistency, is the perfect time for me to introduce a little bit of air into this equation. And by introducing air, I mean I am going to whip this. Now, the best way to do that is to use a stand mixer or a hand mixer, which I don't have either of those things, so I'm going to use this whisk. It's going to take a little bit longer, but it will work. The one thing you want to avoid using is a blender. The problem with a blender is it will actually pulverize the molecules of this oil, and you'll end up with a beard balm that's really kind of grainy, and it has difficulty keeping itself a unit and ends up separating into the solids and the liquids. So take your semi-soft mixture and your tool of choice, insert, and begin to whip. until it looks about like that. And that's it, guys. Your beard balm is ready to go into whatever container you want to keep it in, and it will keep for a very long time. But why go through all this? Why go through all of this hassle to make your own beard balm when you can go online and get it for $30 a pop? I can think of 3 reasons. Number 1, you know exactly what's in this mixture, and that gives me peace of mind. Number 2, for the average price of what it costs for a good beard balm online, I can make between 4 and 5 batches of this, and that makes good financial sense. And lastly, because it's awesome, it's cool to learn a new skill or to take up a new hobby. It's things like that that makes you more interesting to the people around us. I'd really like to delve into that idea, but that is another show. As always, guys, I am Joe D, and be well.